The first shoutout comment is by Aquila Jones. He said, "Mate, why are you great at content? First you give a review, then you put some edited gameplay at the end. Your hard work is appreciated, my guy." The reason why this is a shoutout comment is because this one speaks to me especially. I just really like how, you know, there's people out there that appreciate the work I do. I just love this comment, okay? It really hits me. Obviously, if you guys want your comment featured or shouted out, don't forget to please leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I cannot feature anything if you do not leave it down below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, as that greatly supports the channel. And sincerely, I do actually need them. And that will be it. We are now moving on to the already most overpowered character getting buffed. Hello everyone, it's me again, Steedoj here, back with another Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 video. And no, this time we're not doing Super Godfist, we're doing something else obscenely overpowered. And if you couldn't tell by the title or the thumbnail, where I probably made his face the entire thumbnail, we are going to be visiting Hit, because Hit got, needless to say, very stupid in this update. Now to be fair, they only changed one thing about him, but Hit is such an substantially OP character that changing one thing about him is an entire game changer in itself.
Have you picked a strategy?
So, aside from them buffing Godfist, which I don't know what they did with Godfist exactly, I haven't actually tested it yet, so everything you'll see me do here with Godfist will actually be my first time using Godfist. I don't think it has more range. Yeah, it doesn't have more range. They said it's easier to... What? Sorry, this is coming as a shock to me too. They said it was easier to hit in a knockback. They mean it was easier to hit in a knockback, as in it just... Oh my fucking god. Well, I guess we'll be covering the Godfist update in this one as well. Because, what they meant in the patch notes by Godfist is easier to hit with in a knockback is that they just meant Godfist will hit someone regardless of range so long as they've been knocked back. Apparently you'll just fly that far, which is, whose fucking idea was this? Okay, yeah, I think Xenoverse 2 is off their rocker. Meteor Crash is unbanishable now, and it does way more damage. Like, look at this. Come on. Do you want to take that much damage just because you refuse to use an evasive? But other than that, Hit's main buff, which is probably his scariest buff so far. Let me just go pure progress. No, I don't even need pure progress. Most hits don't use it because they don't have the time. And honestly, they don't even need it because he does enough damage. Hit's main buff is that now in a stamina break, like so, he does not knock the person back unless if his final hit, like his final hit has to actually happen. Before in a stamina break, he was never able to actually land the final hit. The second to last hit would always knock the enemy back or something. But now he can, like, actually use the final hit. And because they did that to Godfist, wait, what the fuck is this? Wait, what is this? What the fuck is this? Are you serious? I didn't... Oh, God, what? Okay, again, I don't know all the differences between Savage Strike and Super Godfist, but what's actually the point of using Savage Strike now? Super Godfist is just a Savage Strike that will have less telegraph, because it just comes out like that. But it also works in a knockback, like immediately. Like, you can see the move actually doesn't have the physical range of how far the character away is when I use it in stuff like this. But for some reason, now in a knockback, it will just warp towards them regardless of the range. Which is... Again, whose idea was that? And there's no reason for Savage Strike to exist. In fact, this is way better than Savage Strike. No one uses Savage Strike's second input. And this move has much less, like, things to worry about because... You know, when the person gets knocked far away, you would, with Savage Strike, for example, you knock the person super far away. They'd be like a million miles away. And then when you do the punch, it's like, oh, I have to dash all the way there. Then they get flown really far away because of sort of how high up we are. But with Godfist, there's not really a chance for the enemy to be high up because they won't, the knockback won't send them into the air. It'll just take them straight back down to the ground because that's how fast you do the punch coming out of it. Like, and then they go straight to the ground and you can just follow it up. Like, Hit, being Hit aside, Hit does have a ton of range on his dash attack. His dash attack has a ton of range and speed, so it makes sense how he could dash into Godfist super easy. I imagine Goku would have this exact same shit going for him. And then, oh god, and it's not like they even nerfed removes damage. It's not like finishing blow where you're like, well, at least they nerfed removes damage, that way it doesn't just stand out as the most OP thing ever. No, they didn't nerf this moves damage, so it's still pretty busted. So aside from that, yes, I know this is supposed to be like a Hit thing, but Hit's main gimmick that got changed really only happens in a stamina break. And until that stamina break happens, you'll probably just be spamming God Fist throughout the whole everything else. Like, come on! What is this? And this is the last DLC of Xenoverse 2, so this shit's never gonna get fixed. Because they don't do periodic updates anymore. Actually, wait, does this motherfucker still have his infinites? On top of being... Oh my god. Like, there's really no reason to have Savage Strike anymore, because, like, God Fist is, like, even harder to punish. Like, let's say, for example, someone gets to the part just before they knock you back, and you vanish, and then their God Fist misses. You still won't be able to hit them in the time it takes them to recover and dash away from it, especially if they're this motherfucker, who has amazing dash. Like, he has way too many iframes, he can just do whatever he wants. Maybe they fixed his turning around key blast, or maybe, maybe there's a secret gimmick you're supposed to do for his turning around key blast. Either way, his key cancels faster than most other characters, so I don't even think it matters whether his turns around or not, because it's really faster. Like, oh yeah, I need my cancel to have the ability to stun you from all directions. It doesn't need to, it's really the fastest in the game. Like, just relax, no one's competing with you, you overpowered powerhouse. He can do really disgusting combos now, actually. Because that... Oh my god, who's...
My time is unbeatable.
Whose idea was this? I guess because Hit is a character that I'm featuring in this weird little series thing. I should probably do a few combos with him that I think that would be good to do when you stamina break someone. But honestly, Hit's a character you don't actually expect to stamina break people with, because you'll just keep them in an infinite, so the stamina won't ever go down. And that's really it. There's not much I have to show, I guess, but I'll still do it just to keep up the consistency of the theme. And who knows, I might find something that looks semi-decent.
Nope. Target eradicated. Nope. Target eradicated.
Get me it!
I'll destroy you.
Ultra Instinct! Ultra Instinct! Ultra Instinct! Give up!
Have you picked a strategy?
Wow!
Of course!
It is! It's sort of like tournament of power. I bet it's all kinds of fun. Oh yeah! Yeah, just that was all kinds of fun! Yeah, all
Of course! Of course! Of course! Okay! Of course!
Timeskip.
Give up! Give up! Of course!
Nope. Stop wasting my time.
Give up!
Again, it's kind of hard to show off how good hits new. If I break your stamina, you can't really do anything about it because my combo is a walk now buff. Because he's just so baseline OP that it's kind of hard to even stamina break someone to begin with. He is just way too overpowered. There's nothing you can really show off of him. I just showed off and said how good the super attacks are on him. Meteor Crash is a very insane addition to hit because obviously, you know, you can't vanish out of it and his strike super gets really retarded. Again, that will be the end of this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know by leaving a like on the video. Subscribe to greatly support the channel. And leave a comment down below of what you'd like to see next. Again, let me know how you feel about hits, stamina break fix, and again, the super Godfist thing. I will go more in depth on Godfist, thanks to Webb's comment. Webb's comment is actually the inspiration as to why I should cover hits, because it's like, hey, he has Godfist as well. Might as well just see what they both are like at the same time. Again, hope you enjoyed. Love you all, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.